And normally we should be live. I'm checking if the sound isn't too loud. It's a bit too loud on my end, so I'm gonna lower it a little bit. But hello, you beautiful nerds of the world. Torach at your service. Who's ready for some death battle tomorrow? Huh? Death Battle Season 10 coming tomorrow. Well, I guess in 2 days for the peasants. But but you know, we are growing ever closer to the start of Death Battle Season 10. And you know, I kind of have a gimmick with this channel is to talk about Death Battle, and I've been doing a series of streams where I try to find a suitable Death Battle matchup, a potential Death Battle idea for every single Pokemon line in the entire fucking game. Is it easy? No. Is it smart? Not even. I just do this for fun. I'm just doing this for fun in preparation for the upcoming. Just to pass the time. Just to pass the time until Season 10 drops. Cormac 113. Hello. How are you doing? How excited are you for Death Battle Season 10? And I'm gonna stay like 20 seconds like that because there's a huge delay, as always. So to wait for everyone to drop by, to pass by, I'm gonna name the few rules that I've kind of listed every time for every episode. Today we're doing Gen 4 basically. We're doing every Pokemon of the Sinnoh region, basically. We're focusing on Gen 4. We did Gen 1, 2, 3, and now this is 4. So, guideline as always, rule number 1. We don't use returning Pokemon, so Pokemon who have already been on Death Battle, so Machamp, Lucario. We're not gonna bother with those because I consider they already got their episode. Cosmic Cat, hello! How are you doing? Thank you for joining. We're gonna start in just a bit. So rule number 2, it's one matchup per evolution line. So for example, if you don't bother for a matchup with Turtwig if you have a matchup for Torterra. We consider a matchup for the entire evolution line. Very simple. Rule number 3, regional variants, they count as part of the line. So every regional forms, we include them I'm trying to find an example, but the Raticates, basically, Alolan Raticates, for example, they have a regional form. If we find a matchup that has the Alolan Raticates for some miracle, we do include it in the regional variants. And this also applies for rule number 4, evolutions or pre-evolutions that were introduced in a later generation. I do count them in this in the later or the past gen. This is very important for this generation specifically because Gen 4 introduced a shit ton of evolutions for prior Pokemons. So anything that is like Bunsley or Rhyperior or Lickilicky, I've included them in the generations the original Pokemon were introduced in. So we've had Bunsley in Gen 2, and we've had Lickilicky in Gen 1, basically, because this is where the Pokemons were introduced. Gen 5. So this episode, this stream tonight, we are dedicating this stream to Generation 4. This is about this is about Gen 4. This is about Sinnoh. So if you have any ideas for the future generations, I invite you keep those for their respective streams. So if you have if you have an episode for like Tinkaton from Gen 9, you know, I would appreciate you keep that for when we get to Gen 9. I know it's gonna be a long time. it's gonna take a while, but we'll get there. And rule number 6 is just avoid death battles between mons, because I kind of realized like the best death battle ideas for Pokemons, it's usually between themselves. You know, like starter battle royales and everything. So let's try and be original. You know, let's try and add a bit more flair to our list. You know, let's avoid to have like every matchup be about like a Pokemon versus this other Pokemon, or a Pokemon versus a Digimon, or a Pokemon versus a Yokai Watch, or a Monster Hunter thing. I'm not forbidding those. You know, if there's no choice, or if this is the most fitting thing, okay. But you know, just let's try and be original. All right. With all that said, I think one actually left because I was boring in the direct, in the stream. But that's okay. That's okay. We can start right now with you know, good old starters. Let's go with Torterra. So what I do is I just go on Google and I type Death Battle Torterra. And we see what happens, magically. If the guy has any fucking... if the guy has any matchup that we can have... that we can have fun discussing, or, you know... oh, he's got nothing. He's got nothing that isn't... I don't know what this is. Monster Legends. I don't know what this is. Let me take a glimpse at what this is. Monster Legends Drake. Yank versus Infernape, really. I mean, I don't blame you. Like, Infernape is one of those categories of characters. It's just like a martial art with like. It's just martial arts with fire. There's a shit ton of characters like this. Oh, that doesn't sound like the really. It looks like the kind of game that would like sponsor a YouTuber. So if Death Battle gets sponsored by this, like, why not? But I don't feel it. I really don't feel it. Well, I can't find anything, so let's just move on with Infernape, because I'm sure this is he's gonna be way more popular, because the Infernape is a far more popular Pokemon than anyone. I'm seeing Flame Drummond, which is it's kind of funny because I've also seen a matchup for Flame Drummond versus Blaziken. So, you know, it's really telling something. It's really telling something that, like, the only thing you can come up with is just like martial art and fire, which in itself is cool, you know, but. I don't know. There's not as much flair that we can work around with. I like the idea of Sun Wukong from Ruby, because like they're both inspired. They're both inspired by the Sun Wukong. So. Autistic Gamer Sean, hey, Gen 4 is your favorite, and the best Gen, Lamau. Gen 4, yeah, I would say Gen 4. I wouldn't say Gen 4 is my favorite. I would say that title belongs to Gen 3. But Gen 4 has a lot of, like, it's got a lot of like these awesome Pokemon that I love, but there are always these like Pokemon that I love so much I always get on my team. So they get like I would love to have them, but they're just a little behind, and it's a shame. There's a shit ton of Pokemon that are genuinely awesome in Gen 4. Like I absolutely agree with you. This is a very good gen. Your average editor, hello, you return just in time for your favorite gen of Pokemon again. Okay, it's the favorite gen of a lot of people apparently. So yeah, Garchomp is a beast. No, I'm not saying they're all a little behind. There's always a little bit. There's always exceptions, you know. There's always a Pokemon that I really, really love too. But you know, it's just like if I have to compare every Pokemon, they're like close second. They're all very close second. Anyway, I need to make a decision. I really like the idea of Infernape versus Sun Wukong. I know someone suggested Yang, but like the only thing I kind of see is like the fire aspect of it, which I'm not entirely attracted to it. Even Sun, this is like very. I'm gonna say weak. How am I counting evolutions introduced that I covered last gen, like Gallade? This is actually explained in my little guideline. For example, this is evolutions that were introduced in a later gen. They are still considered as part of the evolution line that is in the prior gen. So Gallade, basically, we covered Gallade as part of the Gardevoir line, which was like last generation, basically. Garchomp versus Cephadrome from Monster Hunter is one of the best Pokemon versus Monster Hunter matchups, in your opinion. Let me check that. Let me see. Cephadrome. It's because they're land sharks. What the fuck is that? You know, it makes me question. It makes me question what I should. It makes me question whether I should have the Google image like in front. Because you know, this is the very bad example of what. This is a very good example actually of what could happen. This is a warning. This is a warning to you all. Oh my god. What game am I playing? I do like the idea of like a death battle that surrounds the myth of like land shark. So you know what? I kinda okay, it's only a script, unfortunately. Let me zoom that in so we don't have to see it. Don't look at it in the eyes. It's more scared of you than we are of it. So, does it have any like cool abilities? Paralysis, water blights. Flying stun. It seems like a fairly like simple creature with abilities and shit. But you know what? I'm gonna take it. Let's put Garchomp and Garchomp versus Cephadrome. Is that what it was? By the way, tell me if the volume is alright. Hey, by the way, shit, the music stopped for some reason. Let me roll that again. Sorry, the music got. I didn't loop the music. I didn't start the playlist, the right playlist. So okay, shit. So I have 3 matchups that comes to mind with this generation. I'm gonna type them out separately. The matches are for Torterra, Empoleon, and Gastrodon. Oh. Only because Infernape was already covered. Okay. Okay. Would love to hear it. How is Lucario the only non-Gen 1 Pokemon to be in Death Battle? That's an interesting question. That is indeed an interesting question. But actually, you know, if you were to have like a Death Battle for every generation, what would it be? You know, that's an interesting question. Or like, what would be the Pokemon you would like to see the most? Or I guess, what's the best matchup for every generation? Where were we? Okay, Empoleon! Let's talk about Empoleon for a little bit. Let me get to Empoleon. Okay, is it gone? It seems gone. The fetish is gone. Thank God. Empoleon versus Super Friends Aquaman? Yeah, this is only joke though, but it kind of works. I mean, King of the Seas, I guess. Not sure if I Excuse me. The King Penguin from Mario? Nah, I don't know. Seems like it would be seems like it would be a battle that would be over really quick. High self-esteem gets aggressive if anyone were to hurt its pride. Slashing Wings versus this guy, King Pen. Which again is a penguin. I don't know enough about Skylanders to think of anything when it comes to. Is there any? Ah, there it is. Pointed with all kind of threats. Chopping blades for flippers. That sounds weak, but like strong at the same time. You get that? You get that vibe? Why do I get the feeling someone's gonna suggest a Green Lantern character versus Azelf? Because the whole being of willpower thing. Nah. No. You know what would be no. Let's talk. Let's throw Azelf against the actual the fucking shark of willpower. the actual shark that powers the. Oh, I'm having a bit of a hiccup. You'll excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna take the Kingpin because this is our first Skylander. We haven't used Skylander in a while, so I'm gonna kind of like accept it. Even though like it's kind of the same deal as like Pokemon versus Digimon or Monster Hunter, I feel like these franchises are going to be compared a lot, just because they are like it's about collectibles, you know. So it's about like there's many monsters with all sorts of powers. You know, you get to collect them. But you know, it works. It works in itself. It's just I don't want all the matchups to feel a little forced. Staraptor. I think Staraptor is gonna have the same problem as every bird. Like, how do you make a matchup about a bird? Easy answer, you don't. You know, the best matchup is against itself. So I don't think I'm gonna. Well, there's Crane, but I don't think that's. I haven't fight an actual. Huh. I should not be talking while yawning. I feel like this is just bird. Not really the most striking resemblance. Let's not waste any time with it. I've seen a joke matchup about Bidoof. Yeah, Bidoof versus Dr. Manhattan. Yeah, but doesn't Dr. Manhattan already have a joke matchup? He already has a joke matchup with like the fucking Nixon. Fucking political man Nixon, because of an analog horror or something. So, Vesperia versus Vespiquen. Okay, no, yeah, I see what you. Queen bees that fight, yeah. Fights with bee-type powers with a poison sting. You know, because I feel like, plus like the names sound kind of similar. So, plus I really I don't feel like debating too hard for Vespiquen. So I'm gonna give it Miraculous. Like, let's go for that. What's What's a very lame like a very lame stuff that is considered like ultra powerful for the meme? I want to say Bidoof versus Shaggy, but I don't know. You know what? Let me just put it here. But I don't think I'm gonna keep it here for a long time. I'm gonna put a question mark on it to signify that this can be revisited. Yeah, Shaggy, because they're both like. They're both flame, but in meme format, they're like omnipotent. That's it. That's my joke at least. Let's see for Luxray. Luxray is gonna have a kind of like the same problem I met with what's his fucking name? Oh no. I forgot his name. Lightning Dog. Wow, he doesn't even have any matchup. Like, it's not. Damn. I kind of refuse to take this seriously. Team Pokeballs. I don't know what this is. No idea what this is. Darkrai versus Riella. Is that the way I think it is? From Knights. Yeah, that's the fucking guy. Main trick. That's what I meant. Luxray was gonna have he's gonna have the same problem as main trick. Because like it's just like lightning dog. Like there's not much you can do. I like the idea of Darkrai versus Ariella. To be honest, let's just see. Before I check anything, because I know Darkrai is kind of like requested when it comes to matchups. See, he's got a shit ton of ideas to pull through. Nice. He doesn't have that much, but Team Pokeballs is the default name from Mystery Dungeon. Oh, okay. Okay, it's kind of weird, but kind of weird to compare it to Shulk, but I don't know why that was a looks race specifically, but you know, I'll bite it. Why Batman? It's actually kind of intriguing. Dark Masters of Dreams clash in Dream World for one truly nightmarish battle. Dreams, nonsensical wonder. They can reflect our daily lives, some kind of fun, nightmares, yes. With the dog dying, getting fired, blah 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 blah. Having a mystery over the dreams of others is a nightmarish ability. Box to the Box Masters, hello! Giratina versus Beelzebub from Shin Megami Tensei. Don't know much about Warhammer, but what about Rune Golem versus Regigigas? Regigigas? And there's Dormammu versus Giratina. Interdimensional beings which become stronger in home dimension, which has crazy geography and physics. Darkrai is just one of those Pokemon that's always somehow the villain. I mean, have you looked at the goddamn thing? Like, of course it's gonna be. Of course it's got the face of a villain. I mean, I know it isn't. It's more of a misunderstood Pokemon because they rarely they rarely control their powers, and they usually cause people to have nightmares like unconsciously. It's, like they don't really have much control over it, so they get antagonized a lot. That's the whole concept of Darkrai. But aside from that, where's good old Darkrai? I like the idea of earlier from. I like the ideas of Darkrai versus Rayella. That was suggested. From Knights. That's a bit original. It's a bit That's a bit fancier, but I wouldn't be able to tell. Plus, you have the Dream Pokemon make a Nightmare 1 for balance. I mean, they have a Dream Pokemon. It's called Cresselia. V Scorpio, hi, didn't see you. Did you miss Torterra? I mean, technically you didn't, because we haven't found any matchup for Torterra yet. So feel free, your average editor. Palkia versus Gemini Candon? I do not know who that is from Saint Seiya. I mean, I know Giratina has a lot of serious competition when it comes to matchups. Every legendary goddamn has, but Arceus versus either Aslan from Narnia or Odin from Marvel. I like the I actually like the idea of Arceus versus Aslan. Arceus versus Aslan. I don't know anything about Narnia, about the world of Narnia, but apparently he's some kind of god in the world of Narnia that is like way more powerful than he shows in the movie. So I want to trust it. Saint Seiya rabbit hole. What are you talking about? What should I be worried? Should I be worried? Remind me his name. Gemini Candon. Gemini Candon. Sorry. There you go. I see Vatu, but Vatu's not really. Saint Seiya Gemini. What does he do? What is this guy about? He was the younger twin brother of Gold Saint Gemini Saga. Later took up the position after Saga's death. Before finally embracing his destiny. That does not tell me what he's about. Character with substantial importance in the Senseiya universe, being directly responsible for triggering 2 main events. Aslan's pretty much the god of Narnia, so there's that. That makes an argument. All I'm gonna say about when researching Pegasus Seiya is busted beyond belief. Well, so is Pokemon when it comes to like universal. When you go like around the cosmology of Pokemon, you get pretty busted. It gets pretty busted. So I like to imagine there's a. I like to imagine that it should check out in terms of power, but. I'm not entirely, like, I don't know what this guy is about. This is worse. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Athena, Saint, Gold Saint, blah blah blah. He didn't. Well, explosion, triangle, blah blah blah. Skin. I don't know what he's about, so I can't really say if it's a good match. If it's a good match. Isn't Arceus about hyperversal? I don't know about the exact term. I don't know about the exact terminology for like versus debate and shit. But basically, every playthrough of Pokemon is its own universe, and basically, Arceus is above it all. Basically, he's above the multiverse. Basically, he's kind of about. He is above every. He is above every reality and every universes in the Pokemon cosmology, basically. So, omniversal, if that makes any sense. But, yeah. But I don't know when it comes to... it gets a bit more nebulous when you go to... like, his seconds. You know, like Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. Because I think I remember reading about something about Arceus creating a Palkia or a Dialga or a Giratina every time those get caught. But I don't know if he summons one per universe or there's only one in the multiverse, but every time he gets captured or defeated or something, he just replaces the thing. You know what I mean? Hot Shot Justice is the second best Brendan Yates commission, behind Will of the Drill. It slaps pretty good, yeah. It slaps pretty good. I would say... actually, I don't know. I would say Will of the Drill, maybe, I'm trying to recall, some songs. Some commission songs, let me... Noble Savages kind of slaps too. No, soaring the stars, close second in my opinion. Or no. Will of the Drill, Tempest Blitz, and Soaring the Stars, for me. I think it's kind of that. Okay, so this is mainly a nostalgic one for you, but Torterra versus Boulder from Transformers Rescue Bots. You see the Transformers Rescue Bots Boulder. Is it what I think it is? It's not. Or I think it is? Huh. He must have been in another show. I think I remember him. I remember him from another show of Transformers. Or he reminds me of something, but I don't know what. Okay. It's a green dude who moves a lot of Earth, so I can see. I see the idea. Boulder's a nature-based Autobot and can do the following: transform into a green bulldozer, power up with many different abilities, and recently was able to become a Triceratops. Let's go. Lopunny versus Mirko from My Hero Academia. I don't know if I want to look that one up. Last time someone suggested something for the sexy Pokemon, like it ended up very weirdly for me, so I don't know if I'm gonna trust the matchup just yet. I think I know who you might be talking about, Cosmic Cat, but I'm gonna temper that one. But yeah, I kind of see where you're going with this. It's not. I don't think it's the best, but it's definitely worthy of an attention. It's definitely worthy of attention. V-Scorpio, hello, I didn't see you. Drapion versus Skull Scorpiomon. Or Stinglash. I'm gonna prefer Stinglash because it's not like it's not just another Digimon. I actually didn't. I don't think I even had a Bakugan until then. So Stinglash, Bakugan. It's just a big scorpion. Yeah. You know, for the sake of originality, let's go. Drapion versus let's go with Drapion versus good old Stinglash. I'm gonna prefer. Birthright of the Dragon and Cold Blood are a bit better, to be honest. I mean, yeah, they're good too. They're super good too. Oddly, you do have the old Bakugan video game. I never touched anything Bakugan, like ever. I don't think I've ever touched like a Pokemon related or like a Pokemon. I don't want to say knockoff because they're their own thing. I know that. But what was the matchup I missed? I feel like I'm missing something. Palkia versus Gemini Kandan. Oh damn! Another one with Gemini characters that do spatial manipulation or manipulate space and attack with water. Okay, space and water. You know, I'm gonna believe that a little bit more than when someone suggested Giratina versus Gemini. So let's do this. Gemini Kandan from Saint Seiya. The Titans from Attack on Titan versus the Reggie trio. I mean, I've already covered the Reggie trio in Gen 3. So plus like the Titans are an entire like race of people. I don't know if it's that comparable. Giant powerful creatures throughout the world. The Titans seeking to destroy humanity. Like, it's like an entire army of people versus like 3 dudes. I misspelled Bronzong? Fuck. Ah, yes, I did. Must have wrote that. I was tired. So shit. Okay, Spiritomb, I know there's a very comparable character, and that's Ermac. Even though I kind of think this matchup would be like kind of boring, because you have the ninja sorcerer that's like floating around and like doing jumps and shit, and like Spiritomb's a rock when it comes to movements. It doesn't like. I don't even see Spiritomb like moving. So it's not like I get the theming. It's like multiple souls in one thing. But you know what I mean? It's just like it just sounds boring from an episode, you know, from an animation slash an interaction point of view. Okay, so this might not be the best idea, but 2 of your favorite games being pitted against each other would be real fun to see. Gastrodon versus Washbuckler? What is Washbuckler? Swashbuckler Sky Lanterns. Okay, it's an octopus guy. You know, because Gastrodon like seems such, it sounds like such a random Pokemon to put in Death Battle. I feel like I don't wanna complicate too much. I don't want to complicate too much. So I might include it. Shit, Swashbuckler. Because that's the pun. He's a swashbuckler, but he uses water, so he washes things. Heatron versus Volvagia. Wait. Did I even put Heatron in my fucking, Yeah, I did. Okay. I didn't remember writing Heatron into the list, so I was kind of like panicking. Volvagia from the Legend of Zelda. Who the fuck is that guy? Volvagia, Legend of Zelda. Oh, it's Snake Dragon. Oh, isn't that the... Doesn't he live like literally in a volcano? Yeah, an ancient dragon that lived in the depths of Death Mountain. It was essentially the spirit of the mountain. It was said that a legendary Goron destroyed it with the use of the Megaton Hammer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could be... That sounds similar enough. That sounds similar enough. Sorry, I was checking something on Discord. That sounds like... That sounds solid enough for... shit, I'm hitting the mic constantly. That sounds like a solid matchup for a Pokemon that's like... pretty... How do I say this? Empty. You know, he's not the most fleshed out legendary. Kind of like Volvagia, who's just like a boss. So you know, I'll take it. I'll kind of take it. Okay, Regigigas. Regigigas. Does he? I feel like he's got a lot of matchups that is about like big stuff. Giant Golems Battle Royale. Ew. I don't really like the kind of battle royale that is like here's this here's three different characters from 3 different franchises, and like where there's like you can compare one to the other, but you can also compare this other to the one, but you can compare this one to the other. You know, sometimes there's a trio battle royale that usually has this shit going on that people like to shove, and it's always like it's not. I never feel it. Dialga versus Kong from Marvel. I actually have a matchup, and that is not this. Actually, I actually found a matchup that is very like not so long ago that I actually find a little better. Dialga versus Nosdormu from World of Warcraft. They're both dragons in charge of like time itself. It's kind of. I think it's kind of cool, even though like Nosdormu is. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of Nosdormu. He's okay. He's okay. But you know, it's a World of Warcraft rep, so I'm throwing this one out there. Legendary Titan Behemoth from Huntic. I have no idea what this is. Huntic. What is Huntic? The fuck is Huntic? I do not know what this is. Yeah, so sure, whatever. Huntic, what the fuck is this series? Is this a series? Is this a show? Is this... Okay, let's focus on the behemoth and whatnot. The legendary titan of body wields more physical strength than any other titan, commonly known as the Seekers, the one-ton stone globe that behemoth carries on its back is used as both a weapon and to intimidate his enemies. One of the 3 legendary titans utilized by blah 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 when the titans were first summoned to Earth. Early shrouded in mystery. Blah, 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 blah. The Elga opponents that I have is only 4 options. You choose Chronica, Bunix, Sailor Pluto, or Alexander. Well, I've already got my Dialga matchup, so I'm not gonna. Thank you for suggesting, but I'm not gonna pick any of these. I've already got my choice. Luxray versus Lionel? No, that seems. Plus, like, Luxray's not a cat; it's a lynx. So, like, it doesn't even work. Or, well, I guess lions are cats too, but like, yeah, it's not a cat; it's a lynx. Is Shedinja this generation? No, that was last. That was Shedinja is Gen 3. Shedinja is Gen 3, unfortunately. A huge Pokemon fan, and somehow you forget. It's okay. There's so much fucking Pokemon nowadays. It's kind of hard to keep track. Plus, like with evolutions that were introduced like later, and then from Pokemons that were in earlier in generations. Like, I don't blame you. Cresselia versus the Collector from the Owl House. Why? I mean, I need to remind myself. I need to remind myself what the. You know what? We'll give this behemoth guy a try for Regigigas. Lady Gaga. Oh my god, it's Lady Gaga! Behemoth. Like, he seems like a complete giant guy, so you know, it sounds fun. What did I thought about? Cresselia, that's what I wanted to look up Cresselia to have a real. Cresselia. Ooh, I don't know why I have my energy went down for a second, like, ooh. It's a member of the Lunar Duo. Is said to resemble a crescent moon, and the woman who made Milky Way. Cresselia has the power to dispel nightmares, and holding one of its feathers is said to bring happy dreams. Also, great at recovery and healing techniques. Blah blah blah. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm not even tired. Like, well, I feel like I've explained this a shit ton, but it's not that I'm tired. I yawn like out of stress, maybe. But what was I? Where was I reading? Anyway, yeah, spores. In the air that can cause confusions, blah blah blah, and forming a shield. In relationship to its counterpart, Darkrai can vary between individuals and cannons. Some being antagonistic or cooperative, tends to reside on an island, blah blah blah. Let's throw it against Knight, you know, because we had a Darkrai versus Rayella. We can throw Cresselia versus Knights. Because after all, like, dreams and shit. That seems vague enough. That seems dreamy enough. I'm not sure about the collector, because like the collector is more like, if I remember correctly, it's more like some kind of a star god or something. The Lake Trio versus the Golden Goddesses. I need to remind myself of their names. What is their names already? Legend of Zelda. I don't know why I say I keep writing like Legends of Zelda for some reason. Golden Goddesses. Din, Nehru, and Farore. Okay. There's a Yuxi, Mesprit, and Azelf versus. So, Din, Nehru, Farore. Din. Nehru, and Farore. Legend of Zelda. That seems. Well, they're more about like. Well, the Lake Trio are more. The Lake Trio are more like. They're more fairies than like gods or like godlike beings, you know? Another Pokemon I like from this gen, and it's a very out there matchup. Again, Abomasnow versus the Frosticons from Mixels? Where do you even pull that from? Where do you pull that from? What the fuck even is this franchise? The Frosticons are Mixels. Oh, they look like funny Lego people. An integrated entertainment and media franchise developed jointly with cartoons. The franchise consisted of animated content, a plethora of toys, blah blah blah. Basis. The Mixels involves different fun-loving tribes. Each tribe have a different color scheme and theme. Inhabit a fantasy land of adventure and wonder. Blah blah blah. They can mix, combining two Mixels. Max, combining 3 Mixels of the same tribe. Merp, when a mix goes horribly wrong in all kinds of situations, using the mysterious blah blah blah. That doesn't really seem like it could work. Plus, like, they seem to vary a lot. So, this one I'm gonna have to pass. Gonna have to pass this one. I'm sorry. Let's see if Abomasnow has any like death battle request. I'm seeing the guy from RabbitCon. Oh, the Sasquatch from Darkstalkers. You know? It's not... I kinda don't hate this. I kinda like the Sasquatch versus Obama Snow. Yeah. Obama Show. I kinda like Sasquatch from Darkstalkers. I feel like there's better, but I kinda like it. I'm actually a fan of this. Tomorrow's the day. Yes, it is, Ironhawk. It is. That's why I'm kind of like... I'm like... that's why I like the... I'm like spending time to wait, to not think about the excitement. Sorry. Let me find a matchup for Toxicroak. Toxicroak. Because, like, Toxicroak is a really, like... It's a Pokemon I really like, but never could have on my on my team, because, like, I already have a poison I already had a poison Pokemon that I really like, and it was a Drapion. Bastiodon versus Braum. Battle of the Shields. What the fuck is that? Where do you guys keep... Oh, okay, no, Braum. Is that the guy from League of Legends? I think it is League of Legends. Oh, it's only it's because of your theme. Okay. It's the theming of the matchup. Yeah. This guy. I feel like... I feel like you should put this dude against, like, another guy who wields a shield, rather than some kind of shield monster. I don't know. I feel like he's got better. I feel like he's got a better. He's got a better matchup himself. Oh, that sounds very funny. That sounds fucking hilarious. Armstrong versus Braum. But that's not the case. We're looking for a Pokemon. We're talking Pokemon, not League of Legends. Carnivine versus the Chomper from Plants vs. Zombie. Yeah, sure. I guess it's better to have a Plants vs. Zombie where I don't want to see them. So let's put it in against the character I don't think anyone wants to see. I can tolerate that. Chomper. There we go. Shit. I don't know. I never understood I never understood Plants versus Zombie in Death Battle. I'm not in it, so obviously I don't understand the hype around it. Or Piranha Plants. Piranha Plants has a lot of Piranha Plants has a lot of variants that, in my opinion, goes a bit above. You know, kind of like takes them on a different level than Carnivine. One matchup or Pokemon in Gen 4. That's we're doing one generation after the other. Akira Kurusu. It's one gen after the other. Wait until we get to Gen 5. Because this is gonna be a fucking challenge. Um, that's gonna be the real problem. Okay. Okay, alright. I think it's time. I think it's time we talk about Lopunny. I know I've had a... Wow, I wonder who made this thumbnail. This matchup is incredible. I'm sure whoever did this has a lot of skills and a lot of talent to it. It's extremely sexy in real life. No, I made a matchup for Cream, but I'm not exactly sure of it. Okay, there's the Mirko. Sorry, excuse me. She's capable of decapitating no moves that have shock absorption. God damn. What is this? Agent Spectre. Yokai Watch. Okay, well the problem with yokais is like you can't really see them. Well, does Lopunny have does Lopunny have foresight, or what's the ability? What's the ability called? It's not foresight, no. Shit. It doesn't seem to have it. Shit, because it's the ability that lets you hit ghosts, basically. Staraptor versus Hawkman, because Funny Bird Pokemon beats Funny Birdman. I'm not a big and not a big fan of a Birdman takes on an actual bird. Her Mega Form has Scrappy, which allows Ghost type to be hit by normal and fighting type. Yeah, but if Lopunny can't, if they can't see them, that would make the encounter like a bit awkward. That's my little problem with like Yokai or even Bleach matchup. You know, if you can't see the fucking opponent, like it's. I'm gonna say Mirko for now. Oh wait, what do you mean? What do you mean to? Oh wait. Staraptor versus Mighty Eagle. From Angry Birds. That's interesting. But why should it be Staraptor specifically? Because I feel like Mighty Eagle would fit, shit. It would fit, I am very bad with English names. I'm very bad with the English ones. Give me a second. What's his name? Oh no. Oh no, I'm making an ass of myself again. And I've already... I spoiled the joke. No. I forgot its name. And I spoiled the joke. I thought about the Gen 5 bird. The Gen 5 very American bird. That's kind of a I don't see Starly fighting a damn eagle. Yeah, me neither. Shoutout versus Yago? That's fucking hilarious. Let's take that. Golurk versus Heatsoul, that's actually for Gen 5. That's next gen, but don't worry. Don't worry, I have an eye on it. I have a big eye on Golurk versus Heatsoul because that's actually one of my most wanted matchups. So don't worry, well, I would love to get there. Shoutout versus Yago. That's silly. Braviary! That's the fucking name. Yeah, I think more of Braviary versus Mighty Eagle. Rather than Staraptor. That's my only, like, complaint about this. What can we go on about? Skunk Tank versus Pepe Le Pew. No, if you want a real Pepe Le Pew matchup, go find Geoffrey Saint Joan from Archie Sonic, because like you have a skunk and a groomer, perfect matchup. No. The best matchup for me is Pepe Le Pew versus Geoffrey Saint John or some shit like that. Because goddamn it. Does anyone have a matchup for Pachirisu? I don't think Pachirisu is gonna have a lot of matchup. Floatzel actually. Let me. Floatzel is kind of a. Wow, not even a fan in the wiki. God damn. Electivire versus Fat MCU Thor. I mean, no, because like first this is technically Gen 1 because he's an evolution from Electabuzz. So I considered him a Gen 1 Pokemon. I thought his name was pronounced Jeffrey. I actually don't know. I think it's Geoffrey. Geoffrey Saint John. I actually don't know. I think it's Geoffrey or some shit. But I want this guy against Pepe Le Pew. Floatzel versus Perry the Platypus. It would have to be like a specific Floatzel, and I don't think we have those. Pachirisu versus Zenitsu. Oh fuck. I mean, that's a bit insulting for Zenitsu. But then again, I do hate Zenitsu, so you know what? Sold. Demon Slayer. I don't like. Doesn't Perry the Platypus have another like matchup? That's fair. That's like actually kind of popular. The Madagascar penguin. What's his name? Giratina versus Princess Luna? Nah, they don't really like. If it was Darkrai, I would have get it. If it was Darkrai, I would have get it because like Nightmare and stuff. but like Giratina is more antimatter, and it's more about. He doesn't really do moon stuff. Yeah, Skipper versus Perry. That's the yeah. That's the matchup. That's the matchup I thought about. Yeah, Skipper. I can see the moment I can see the moment I feel like the moment I mentioned this matchup against Perry, I see the chat going. I see the chat going. Boop, 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 boop. Talking about Skipper versus Perry, so yeah, that was that's how popular it is. But Giratina, yes. Let me go back on Google and let's find some Giratina matchups. What is X-Def? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh thing? I don't know. Final Fantasy. Beelzebub. I think it was mentioned. Giratina versus Asta. They're a good matchup. I don't. Oh, because there's the anti thing. Because the whole anti-matter, anti-magic. Rotom could work with Upgrade or Bust Shock. What is Bust Shock? Because Upgrade is it's the Ben 10 form, right? Like, okay, it's kind of a problem I have with those kind of matchup. Like, why do you take a specific form of a guy who can take like multiple form? What stops Upgrade to swap into Alien X in the middle of the fight? Because like it is still Ben 10 technically. X-Def Giratina sounds A. Because Janemba versus X-Def is a thing? Huh, okay. Okay. What is Beelzebub from? Shin Megami Tensei. There you go. I don't know. Both are powerful bosses from JRPG monster collecting games. Both rule a dark realm. Both are satanic and insectoids. Great. Matchup of the century. When you describe it like that. Yukari Yakumo. What is that? Ultra powerful legendary beings. Similar Oh, what is wrong with me? Similar color schemes or masters of dimensions. Have antimatter manipulation. They serve as major antagonists and are members of a mysterious group responsible for creation in some way. Attention, ADHD people. I don't know if you've seen that video. It's fucking hilarious. I think it's a Vine thing, but I just love the reaction of the guy who's like straight up looking at the camera. You could just use one of the members of the species instead of just Ben 10. Yeah, but is one of the members like? Do we see a specific character in that show, like a named character from the Upgrade species? It's kind of It takes the fun out of Ben 10, I think. Mamoswine versus a Snuffleupagus. Scrapping the bottom of the damn barrel. Unfortunately, Mamoswine is the evolution of a Gen 2 Pokemon, so we don't really include that one. Malware? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I know nothing about Shit, Ben 10 to confirm. I do like the Giratina versus Yukari, apparently. That's its name. But I feel doesn't Yukari have a Doesn't Yukari have another matchup? Because I feel like I see her from something. That sounds actually dope. But it's this guy. What does he think? Should be the. He thinks Yukari versus Giratina is unsex. So. Yukari versus Tsurubami from Linen. I do not know what this is. I do not know what all of this is. But it does sound fun. It does sound a little fun, you know, there's a little dimensional antimatter thing you can go around. I do not know what's happening to me. Like I was fine. I was fine like 5 minutes before I started the stream, and now I can't stop yawning for some reason. Demonic entity that will wreak havoc upon the universe will atomize existence versus a cute, cuddly Pokemon. Admitted, Giratina is one of the cutest Pokemon of all time. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, it's a little cute, I guess. I do like the Yukari one. I'm sorry. I kinda like it. I'm sure Yukari has better, but for now I kinda like this idea of like two satanic antimatter beings who like tear open dimensions, and it's got this. It go into these weird twisted realities. Like it's kind of. I don't know. It sounds like a little fun. Plus, like a little girl, giant dragon. There's a fun contrast, I guess. Oh. Excuse me, I'm a little. Combi versus Minecraft B. I don't even know anymore. We don't even know. But I think I've already got a matchup for Vespiquen. So don't worry about you don't worry about Combi. Is there what can I talk about? Is there a matchup for Cherub? Is there a matchup for Cherubi? or oh my god, is there a matchup for Muffin or Wormadam? Because these are classics. Oh, is there a death battle about Drifblim? Because I love this little guy. I would actually love this to have a matchup for it. Wow, not even a Fanon. God damn. Oh. God damn it. I should stop yawning. Not even a Drifblim matchup. That is sad. I am sad because I really like Drifblim. It's a fun guy. Double cherry, not Mario using it, just the cherry itself. There you go. There you go. That's the match. That's how you do a power up. That's how you do a death battle with a power up. You just use the power up, not the form. Drifblim could fight Pennywise because balloons. Rampardos versus Baroff? From what? Baroff, what is this thing? Monster Hunter? Baroff. I guess it's got a strong head. It seems chunky enough. It seems a bit too chunky compared to a regular Rampardos, but sure, why not? Let's not be too complicated. Baroff, the Monster Hunter. Rotom versus Springtrap, spirits that are immortal as when their physical body is destroyed. They can possess other machinery. At the same time, I want to say fuck Five Nights at Freddy's, but if I can disrespect Springtrap, where is Rotom? Oh, God damn it! Where is Rotom? Where is Rotom? There it is. Rotom versus Springtrap. Miss Magius versus Raven from Teen Titans Go. Oh god, why is that good? I feel like too much people find matchups good with Springtraps. I don't know why. I don't know what's the deal with it. But you know what? Fine. Have your FNAF matchup against a little zappy gremlin that no one cares about. Teen Titans Go should never be in Death Battle since it's a dumb matchup that make Death Battle fans leave. What? What's the sudden hatred? Teen Titans Go is fine. It's fine. It's weird sometimes. Teen Titans Go versus Rise of the TMNT. I don't think that's comparable. Because, like, Teen Titans Go is very... I'm removing this because it's pressing on my ears. Like, Teen Titans Go is very much a parody of Teen Titans, and it's like... It's more of a SpongeBob kind of show where it's like... It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's very decomplexed. Where Rise, you know, even though it's a little more on the comic side of TMNT, it's still like serious. You know what I mean? It still has a tangent line, you know, in its story and stuff. So it's not as Toon Force as like Teen Titans Go. So like. It's not really comparable in my opinion. Teen Titans Go versus Super Friends. I mean, we shit on Super Friends only for for Aquaman, as far as I know. I don't know. I don't wanna force connections between shows. Between shows that are like so far apart from each other. Doesn't My Little Pony have kind of like a Teen Titans Go like show? I think there was a My Little Pony show that was like that kind of had the same vibe as Teen Titans Go. That was kind of like a parody of before Make Your Mark showed up. Miss Magius versus Vanessa and Nautica from Black Clover is better. Let's see. We'll see about that. Black Clover, Vanessa and Nautica. Let me see the look. Doesn't strike me with a lot of design comparison. I mean, the design sure is interesting, but you know, shit, I can't. You know, it sure is an interesting design, but I do not know what it has to do with Miss Magius. Witch from the Witch's Forest. Is it basically what she's about? Is like being a witch? Abilities, Grimoire, Wand. Not even abilities. Magic threads. Uses this magic as review to generate and manipulate thread. She often uses it to mend and alter clothing for her squad mates due to her ability to change fates. Vanessa is ranked as an arcane stage mage. That's right. All she got, she just make like funny little threads. She does like she gets really offended on Twitter and she does like threads. I mean, why not? It sure is a frightening ability, but sorry, but Miss Magius is considered Gen 2 because it's an evolution. It's the evolution of a Gen 2 Pokemon, so we're counting it from Gen 2. Sorry, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Honchkrow, same thing. It's technically a Gen 2 Pokemon, or it's a Gen 2 Pokemon line. So I'm counting those as like from the other franchise. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. I want to make sure I'm fully visible, you know. But like she seems interesting. But she sounds like she would fit someone else. Like if I were to do like Death Battle, what's Vanessa, not Vanessa. If I do Death Battle Vanessa, I feel like she has her own matchups to deal with. Yeah, see? She's got a couple things going on for her. So... The Lake Trio versus the Sprixies from Mario 3D World? I mean... Isn't there Morven free? Like, isn't that an entire, like, species? Mario 3D World. Sprixies? Yeah, you see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, there's fucking 7 of them, like. There's like 7 of them, so it's a bit Uh, this is very vague, so I'm gonna. I don't know. The Sprixies don't strike me as like as like characters with powers that you would. I don't fucking know. I've already got a matchup for the Lake Trio, so I don't think I'm gonna spend too much time worrying about it. Okay, Toxic Croak. My boy. I see Reptile, but no. I see Rano, but like... I mean, doesn't Rano, like... I feel like Rano has a... Because I know Rano is a popular opponent for Greninja, so maybe I should keep this one in reserve for when Greninja shows up. You know what I mean? There's Fang, which okay, no, we're not gonna find it here, but. You know, battle of like poison pokes. Sounds kind of fun. Sounds kind of fun, so I'm gonna. I'm gonna give it, you know. I'm gonna give in. I need to find a matchup for. I needed to find a matchup for good old. Counting the Noir on this list, nope, because it's the evolution of Dusclops, which is a Gen 3 Pokemon. Like rule number 4 affects this generation like a lot. I'll admit. It really takes a toll, but you know we can. Maybe I can go back. Did I found any matchup about the Snore back then? I don't think I had. Let me find this. Where is it? Dusclops. Where's Dusclops? It's Dusk Noir. There you go. Yeah, I've already found Magus versus Magus versus Mystery Dungeon Dusk Noir. Why did I say Duck Noir? Why does it say? Why did I wrote Duck Noir? Okay. Okay, why not? So yeah, we had a Mystery Dungeon Dusk Noir versus Magus from Chrono Trigger. So there's that. Hey, saw the Angry Sun match. Yeah, yeah, that was a funny one. That one was funny. What can we? Bronzong. Isn't there a Spider-Man villain that's literally a bell? This is bell villain. Shit. Oh, that was my headphones. Well, let's just try and see if there is a death battle about Bronzong. Nope, not even. How fucking shocked am I? How shocked am I that there is no Bronzong matchup? Hippowdon. Is there a matchup? Is there a matchup for a Hippowdon? Shit. Here we go. Wow. Nothing. Fucking nothing. Who would have fucking guessed? Is there a matchup for Luminon? We're kind of like scratching the bottom of the barrel. I feel like we've done. I feel like we've done all the interesting Pokemon. Damn. It's you know it's violent when it's suggesting me cards instead of death battles. God damn. Is there a matchup for Fion? Okay, but Manaphy though, I feel like Manaphy is like it's. I mean, it's got its own movie for fuck's sake. I remember it was kind of. I remember it was okay. It was an okay movie. It was kind of. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. Nothing strikes me with a lot of like interest from what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a League of Legends thing, a Skylander, like some weird Digimon waifu. No idea as to why that happens. Is there a matchup for Shaman? I am very weird. I would be very interested to see if there is a matchup. Like, how do you make a matchup about? It's basically Mother Nature, but it's a tiny rodent. Leviathan from Mega Man? Let me see. Mega Man Leviathan. Oh, that's what, Mega Man 0? Yeah, that seems to be Mega Man 0. Really? Siren Generals, Leviathan's a member. 4 Guardians of Neo Arcadia. Created from Mega Man X's DNA data after the Maverick Wars. To clean the world's oceans. Their schematic are based off X's capabilities of underwater combat. Sometime later, she became a military general. Blah blah blah. Ragnar the Blood Edge? What the fuck? Fairy is rather sad by her fellow co-writes Handman Ragnar the Blood Edge. What the fuck? Where are we? Are we talking like the same thing? Oh, it's because it's a multiverse wiki shit. Okay. I'm getting away from that. It's a fanfic thing. Gotta go sadly, gotta get ready since I'm someone's date to prom later tonight. Oh, congrats, have fun. Have fun. It was definitely fun. There's a surprising amount of matchups that I've managed to fit in, and not just like random matchups like a fucking Toxicroak versus Fang, or like Carnivite Chomper, or like Rotom versus Springtrap. Those are like kind of low, but like there are actually like some interesting there's a lot of like interesting picks that I think could actually like genuinely work. Well, not aside from Badu versus Shaggy, this one's definitely not really. This one's not really good, but yeah, it's the joke. How long has it been? Apparently it's been like an hour. This has almost been it's been almost an hour. Jesus. Oh, it's almost 2 hours. Sorry. But yeah, I think we've got a lot of yeah, a lot of interesting matchup. You know. Like the rest is very much the bottom of the barrel. Like Hippowdon would be just like a matchup about a hippo, or like it would be like a bell, or like a skunk, or like a fat cat. Like Perugly. Like I feel like we've done every cat themed matchup. Like you can throw all the Garfield jokes you can throw. I feel like we've done them already. Like Cherim, like it's a flower. Like you can there's so far you can go with some of those Pokemons. Kind of a shame we didn't find anything about Floatzel, but you know that's kind of the same deal. Like it's a Wait, no, it's not an otter, but it's a water ferret, basically. Like, it's pretty standard. Like, Luxray is the same thing. Like, it's a cat that does It's a cat that does lightning. Like, there's so far you can go. Every Pokemon versus 1 billion lions. I mean, the Pokemon wins. Obviously, I know it's a lot of lions, but like that's a lot of Pokemons too. Like Pokemons, they can take on, they can each Pokemon can take on like what, 100 lions, so 100 times 1,000. You know, that's kind of covers it. That kind of covers it. But yeah, I honestly think that's gonna be it. I can't think of any. I can't think of anything smart to. I can't think of anything smarter to say or anything really interesting to cover. And yeah, that was just fun. So I think I'm gonna call it here because my yawning is getting a bit too out of control. Luxray versus Euro Ichi Shinwin. Wait, hold on. Is it about electric cats? Hold on. Do we have a lucky winner before we go? No. What does she make? Does she make lightning cats? Like, oh, okay. Well, it's more cat girl. It's not really. It's not. Yeah, it's not really. It's not really a lightning cat. It's a cat girl. That's different. Plus, you know, Bleach you can't really see Bleach characters, so that would be awkward. Anyway, I think I'm gonna give Gen 4 a close. That's gonna be a wrap for this session of one death battle per Pokemon Gen 4 edition. Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. We have Akira, Cosmic Cat, your average editor. We have Akira again, but this time it's Kuruzu and not Yamaguchi, the Kitsune, whatever. Iron Hawk, Red Eric, Seven. Who was there? I know Sean was in there. Autistic Gamer Sean. There was Boxy the Boxmaster, V Scorpio. All those people. Cormac 113 who just came here to say hi. You know, all that shit's always appreciated. Thank you so much for joining. And again, I hope you're excited for Death Metal Season 10. That's dropping normally tomorrow night for me, but I think it's more tomorrow morning for Americans, or is it lunchtime? I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't have time to make the comparison. Anyway, that was Torok at your service. I'll see you next time. Bye. And see you in 2 days for the reaction of Ant-Man vs. the Atom. There you go. Let's go. See ya.